You know, despite the many losses, stress, and deaths the protagonists go through, the Dragon Ball story always seemed hopeful and uplifting, with those characters being the villain and succeeding their goals in the end. A show where people die a lot ends up being lighthearted, and we see them live happily ever after. King Piccolo killed Krillin, Shenron, Master Roshi, and Chaozu. Chaozu.
Hell no! Trash ass nigga!
Goku beats him and revives everyone at the end of the arc. The Saiyans killed half of our friends. We beat Frieza and revived everyone at the end of the Namek arc. Buu kills everybody except Mr. Satan. We revive them the next day. You know, seeing how everyone in the main cast lives in the end diminishes the fear of death near the final arcs of Dragon Ball. Because most of these problems are resolved with, well, we'll use the Dragon Balls. Especially in Super, like deadass every arc in Super ends with the cast having dinner or a picnic or some shit like that. With how much money Capsule Corp has, why not just invite the whole freaking universe to the cookout?
What am I watching? I don't know, but I hate it.
But let's not get sidetracked. What I'm trying to say is death in Dragon Ball seems to be not much of a problem right around the end of the Cell arc. Oh, I almost forgot the Cell arc. The androids kill everyone except Trunks and Bulma? We'll just revive them through time travel. I said revive them through time travel. Guys? What's happening? Why is no one coming back to life? No one lives in the original timeline? Isn't the History of Trunks timeline? The androids end up killing everyone and Bulma ends up living alone? Yeah, little do people know, the true ending of Dragon Ball happens during the Cell arc and not the Majin Buu arc. It happens in the original timeline of Dragon Ball. And no, this timeline is not the History of Trunks timeline. Oh boy, far from it. Let's start from the beginning. A young Bulma meets a kid named Goku and the two set off on a journey to find the Dragon Balls so she can wish for the perfect boyfriend. They meet friends along the way and end up wrecking Pila's castle and wishing for underwear. What brand? I don't know. Goku then goes on to train for the tournament and search for his grandpa's 4-star ball, which he believes his spirit resides in. Unfortunately, he encounters the Red Ribbon Army on his journey, who want the Dragon Balls for selfish reasons. Goku wishes on Shenron to bring Appa's father back to life after he was killed by mercenary Tao, and defeats everyone in the Red Ribbon Army. Or so does he think. After this, he sees his grandpa for one last time, meets Tien, defeats Piccolo twice, nearly loses to Vegeta, watches his friend Krillin die, making him go Super Saiyan, and defeats Frieza. Now here's where the start of the Cell arc, or Android's arc, begins. Actually, they're cyborgs.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Goku comes back from Yardrat to fight off Mecha Frieza and King Cold. I would have loved to see how this fight could have gone in this timeline.
Clearing out the planet before the Super Saiyan gets back shouldn't take the likes of me more than an hour or two.
I don't care!
What?
The day is saved, and Goku dies of a heart virus 2 years later. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Everyone mourns Goku's death since he can't be revived with the Dragon Balls because he dies of a natural cause. Except for me, I don't mourn because every time someone says, "Can he beat Goku?" I bring up the heart virus just to troll them. I'm that evil. After Goku's death, Dr. Gero releases the androids on the world in order to get revenge on Goku, who defeated the Red Ribbon Army years ago. Though, he's a bit late since Goku's already... he's already dead. And the androids kill him anyways. Mind you, he planned this for more than 17 years, only to miss the deadline with his project and have his project kill him instead. What a waste of an engineering degree. The Z Fighters, dumb name, go on to fight the androids and then everyone dies.
Even Krillin was destroyed by the ruthless duo.
Yes, narrator, even Krillin dies. Gohan goes to fight the androids and his death lets Trunks awaken Super Saiyan. Unlike the manga where he already had Super Saiyan and 17 absolutely violates Gohan by saying he wasn't using half his power and kills him off screen. 17 did him so bad that they couldn't show you what happened. Or maybe Toriyama was just lazy. I'm kidding. Trunks then goes back in time to when Goku arrives on Earth to stop the androids with them. We aren't shown how they did this, but just know that they did it. They killed the androids. And so, the day is saved with the past changing the future, right? Not quite. The way Dragon Ball handles time travel is that you go back to a different timeline rather than your own timeline. And so the androids in the original timeline still cause havoc, until supposedly Trunks and Bulma blow them up with a detonator.
How did you know about the parts you weren't there for?
And so the day is saved in the end, with Trunks and Bulma being the last survivors on the main cast, and they hope to make a bright future ahead of them. Not quite. You see, while Trunks was around his time machine, all of a sudden this green bug man with a tail comes in, breaks Trunks' neck, killing him, and steals his time machine. That's how it ends. That's how the original timeline of Dragon Ball ends. No one lives except Bulma. So let me recap this for you. Gohan sees Trunks as a light of hope for the future. That's basically one of the themes of the Cell arc, right? Hope. Praying for a better future. Gohan hopes that Trunks will defeat the androids one day, and he does! Though, supposedly, it was Bulma that did it because she made the detonators, but who cares? The androids are dead, right? Then, this random dude shows up, snaps his neck, leaves without explaining, and Bulma's left to live the rest of her old life. Alone. With no one. And nothing has been said about this timeline since. What kind of ending is that? All the struggle, feats, and wins Goku and the others had to go through since the beginning all ends up with, oh yeah, they die. All of them are dead. Especially Trunks, he's dead. Roma's probably wondering who the hell killed her poor boy and won't get any answers. All that hope is gone. Oh, but that other timeline you created? Yeah, they're doing fine. Gohan probably becomes a scholar, Tien makes a school, Krillin hopefully gets another girlfriend. Everyone's happy. But your own timeline? Yeah, it's still fucked. And you get randomly killed by a guy that comes out of nowhere. But thanks for helping us anyway, sucker! Have a nice afterlife! And you know the craziest part that inspired me to make this video? On the final episode of Dragon Ball, which is filler, at Goku's wedding, Ox King asks fortune teller Baba to look into the future, hinting at Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, we don't know how far she looked into the future, but could you just imagine what she saw?
The future? Well, it couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Don't let him kill you, okay?
Jatsu! Don't! Above you!
Piccolo was the first to try, and the first to die. Vegeta was next to fall, then Yamcha, and Tien. Even Krillin was destroyed by the Ruthless Duo.
Stupid boy, as if being killed by me in his own time wasn't enough.
Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
I just love my dog!
So guys, what's the moral of the story?
You don't have a family and we're all going to die.
Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to.